Hey, it's JC here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio. 43617-419-531-6097. And of course, that's Instagram at JC's Comics and More. And then, of course, you got www.jcscomicsandmore.com as well. Getting ready to process some other comics out. These comics here, I'm just giving you just a quick look-see of just some of the stuff. Maybe I'll try to get these things processed out today as well. I certainly need to. I've been slacking a little bit, getting a little lazy here. Plus reading these comics as I go through them, that makes me lazy as well, because it takes me back to a time where I read these comics, a lot of these comics when they first came out. But I got a whole stack of Avengers I need to get processed. But this is going to primarily just deal with this comic here, Avengers number 57. This came out October of 1968. But this issue features the first appearance of the Vision. And this is also just a special issue because it's a double cover. Double cover issue, a rare double cover. They happened. I don't think they happen at all these days, but back in the day they would happen on a, I don't know, I guess a fairly frequent basis. I've got quite a few double covered issues in my own collection. This is one I'd like to be in my own collection also, but if somebody can give me the money for it that I'm asking, then I guess I'm going to sell it. But generally you look at the front cover and it's pretty well beat, but you look at the next cover, it's not in that bad a shape. You could almost rip that first cover off, and then you have a much better cover. But the first appearance of the Vision by Roy Thomas and John Buscema and George Klein and Sam Rosen. Just reread this as I was grading out earlier and shooting some pictures. Just great stuff. You've got, of course, Hank Pym, who's Goliath, and Janet Van Dyne, which is the Wasp. And first you see the Vision coming through the wall as he's going after the Wasp, and Hank's down on the ground, and he hears the activating the transistor on her belt, so he comes to her rescue. And you've got Hawkeye in this also, and you've got Black Widow when she was did not have the red hair, that she had a much different costume then. We've got these great ads for like these plastic pillows. You can have yourself a giant stallion Merrill. Black Panther's in here as well as he's contemplating what he wants to do. Of course, there's a crime that breaks out, and luckily the Panther is there to stop it. Vision has passed out. They take him back to Avengers Mansion. Here we've got Cheerios ad for a more powerful airplane. These things were great informative ads. Vision wakes up, goes on a rampage, and just the Avengers cannot stop him. They don't have that kind of a muscle where they can stop him. Luckily, he just stops to ponder why he's doing what he's doing, and remembers his Ultron 5 was responsible for what he's doing. So he takes them to their headquarters, even though they know they're being lured into a trap by Ultron 5. First thing to do when you got Avengers like that, you want to separate them. So you get old High Pockets out of the way first, and he gets smashed by a larger giant, who knows, android or human or inhuman, as the case might be. Vision still can't figure stuff out. The other Avengers are in danger. He takes off to confront Ultron 5. Ultron 5 thinks he has defeated the Vision easily, but the Vision is using his powers to turn his density to near zero and slip away unharmed. It's amazing how the Vision could do that back then, but now he gets sucker punched all the time, like in the latest issues of Avengers No Road Home. I really don't like how they're using the Vision these days. I think it's disrespectful to the character, and he seems to have devolved. The Vision's much smarter than that. But you get these great ads. Here, free, the secrets of muscle power. And this kid's 11 years old. He sells $75 to $100 a week. You got rockets. You got clean, fuzzy eyes. You can bathe your eyes with Lazopix. It's a medical eye wash. Look, that floats away dust, dirt, and other. Look that stuff up online. See what it's going for. LAVOPTIK. Got somebody that sells comics. They buy comics from New York. You can have a He-Man voice, a Fox mini bike. Why do you read so slowly? Do you plod as you read? Blood. A noted publisher in Chicago reports there's a simple technique, a rapid reading, which should enable you to increase your reading speed and remember more. Most people don't realize how fast, accurate reading can bring extra pleasure and success in everything they attempt to do. Look there, send away. There's a comic book new list, shot by mail. Here, again, we go back to the story. Vision and Ultron 5. The Vision defeats Ultron 5 rather easily. And you got Ultron 5's head is out on somewhere nearby in a vacated lot. And a boy finds the head, plays with it, and then he breaks it, as most kids do. They get new toys, and what the first thing they do? They break it. Another great Marvel Bullpen's Bulletin. Got Stan's Soapbox. Those things are great. Marvel's been running Stan's Soapbox in their comics. I think they should run a different one each week. Because in a year's time, you're going to have 12. You run them each week, we're going to get 52 Stan's Soapboxes. You got to remember, Stan's Soapboxes ran for many, many years back then. So 52 weeks is barely 4 years, just over 4 years. X-Ray Specs. You make you a master of karate. The Avengers letters page. Nobody, well, Tony Isabella. Tony Isabella is the only one in here of any worth as far as somebody that went on to become something else. So, Tony, are you reading this? Do you remember writing this letter, Tony Isabella? Let's just set it here for a second so you can read that. Okay. Next, who is the Vision? And then we've got a house ad on the back for a bunch of the annuals. Fantastic Four annual, Amazing Spider-Man annual, specials as they call them, king size specials. The worst of not Brent Eck. You got the Silver Surfer number 2, which is obviously not annual, but issue number 2. And you've got the color issue number 2 of Spectacular Spider-Man. First issue was in black and white. The second issue was in color. And unfortunately, the second issue was the last issue as it was canceled. But John Romita, great John Romita stuff. And again, you can see the double cover there for the back covers. And again, as always, if you do like these videos, certainly subscribe. And when you do subscribe, be sure to smash that bell for notification. And be sure to share these videos on your various social media and Facebook comic group pages, because there's other people, you might enjoy them, and there's others on the group that might enjoy them as well. Spread the word. JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore. We're up to about 750 subscribers now. I'd like to be at 900 by the end of this month. Come on, with your help, I can make it happen. We can make it happen. Other than that, thank you. Thanks for watching.